Hey everybody, this is Bonnie Barker with BonnieBayCrochet.com, and I want to welcome you to Friday Fun with Bonnie. And let me get myself organized here. Ooh. I trying to work on some things technically. Where did it go here? Where did you guys go? I got to get you up here. Hold on a second. All right. I hope you guys had a good week this week. Let me adjust this up a bit. It seems a little bit low. All right. Okay. Let me go ahead and get into here. See if I can see any comments. I haven't even had a chance to check. Let's make sure it's muted. There we go. Oh my goodness, we had a lot of people here already. Thank you guys for waiting so patiently. Jan, she says, "Hi Bonnie, what is the name of the blanket that you use Red Heart ombre yarn for? I started it and can't remember the hook stitch pattern." Which one would that be? Is that the ripple? Is that the gentle ripple one? Let me look at the channel here. Hold on a second, guys. I do want to answer Jan's question. Give me a second. Okay, I see them on. I'm on. Okay. Because I can't remember the name either. I need to look it up on my channel. My computer, for some reason, is just a little bit slow today. I guess it's tired from a rough week. Let me see. Would that be the Wild and Wavy Baby Blanket? If it's the Red Heart Ombre, yeah. The Wild and Wavy Baby Blanket, Jan. I hope that's helpful. And I hope that's the one you're looking for. And we have, is it Rojale, if I'm saying that right? She says, "I love your work of art." Thank you. That is so sweet of you to say that. Okay, Susan says, "Is it the Primrose Baby Blanket?" That could be another one. There's just so many, but the most recent was the Wild and Wavy Baby Blanket. Let's see. We have Susan B says, it says beginners Untitled. Sorry, I left that part off. No problem, Susan. Thank you for trying to help out here. And we have Brenda Mack. Good morning, Brenda, from Idaho. I got something in the mail to you. I hope you got it. Thank you for your order there, Brenda. And Susan B from Tennessee. And Susan wants to know, is anyone here a knitter also? I dabble in that a little bit, Susan. I actually showed you guys a project last week. It's out in the living room. I don't have it with me, but I'm actually. I meant to show you something. I'll have to show it to you next week. I actually ordered some yarn, but I'll save that and just show you later. I'll just show you when the project is in progress. I'm going to be knitting something. It's kind of a early Christmas present from me to me, if you guys ever do that. We have Jan and we have Swati, and all the comments just flooded in at me here. Swati says, "Good morning to everyone here from LA." And Judy is here from Brazelton, Georgia. Hey, Judy. My southern neighbor just south of me here. And we have Rosie from Lincolnshire, UK. And Tanner's son, Smith. She says, "I made it. Hi, all. Love you from Texas." Well, hello there, my Texas friend. I can't wait to get back to Texas again. I want to give Texas another shot. The only time I've really been in Texas was in El Paso in the middle of an extremely hot summer back in 2006. So I'm looking forward to giving Texas another try, hopefully north of the border. That would be kind of nice. We have Barbara. She says, "Finally back on for a live on our sailboat in Titusville, Florida." Oh, Barbara, that sounds wonderful. I wonder if they have any rockets launching off the coast there. They're right there near the Kennedy Space Center and all. I love going to Titusville when I can. And we have Susie. Hey, Johnny's in the chat. Hey, Johnny, thanks again for your emails this week. Always appreciate it. I so appreciate your input. And Deborah and Donna from East Tennessee. And Swati says she's learning to knit. Yes, Swati, I'm so glad you could take that class with me. She took a chance on me. It was my very first beginning knitters class online on Zoom. I'm still thinking about doing some more of that. We'll just have to wait and see. There's a very busy season upon us right now. So I'm thinking I'm looking more towards the winter months ahead on some of that. And so let me go ahead and see who else we have. We have Celine. She says, hello, Bonnie. Very happy to see you. It's amazing. Oh, thank you for joining me today, Celine. And Creatively Tracy from Pennsylvania. And hey, Wanda, my truck driving friend, keeping us all stocked and everything. I mean, this may sound weird, Wanda, but I think of you when I go to Walmart these days. Last time I went to Walmart and to Costco, they had wall-to-wall toilet paper for all different brands you could dream of. I know that sounds weird to be talking about that, but you know, after this past season we've been through, I mean, the things that we take for granted, right? But just to be able to walk into the store and just see, you know, common grace, just all these things available. I did get the last bottle of Clorox off the shelf yesterday at the Walmart in Conway, so sorry guys, I cleared off the shelf, but there was only one left. Got that from my mother-in-law per her request, but you know, some things are still short, but Wanda's people like Wanda that are keeping us supplied and kind of bringing us back to normalcy. Thank you, Wanda. We have Mary Skaggs Dane says, howdy from a wet and soggy Denton, Texas. Oh, must be rainy out there. And Terry Redmond says, hope you are doing well. And hey to Hannah. That's right. Thanks, Terry, for reminding me. Hi, Hannah. Thank you for administrating for us and keeping us safe. I have exciting news. I didn't get Hannah's permission to say this, but I'm going to say it now. She passed her test, guys. Yay! She finished her course for the Certified Nursing Assistant. So congrats to you, my dear. I can't wait to give you a big hug in person for that. And she didn't just pass. She passed very well with really excellent scores. So I'm really, really proud of my girl. So now we've got it. All I got to do is find a job for her. But not right away. I need her to come help me down here. So she's going to come. We're going to exchange places in November, and I'm going to get to travel home again. So you know, she's serving before she starts working. So I'm really thankful for her. And see, Sandy says hello to everyone. And Patsy says, I'm attending a treatment chair today, sitting in a treatment chair today. Oh my goodness, at a local cancer center. Been looking forward to the Friday fun to pass the time. Patsy, we are praying for you. I am praying for you. I'll be just right now as I say that. Just that's my heart, is to pray for you. Hope things go well, and we just pray for total, complete recovery for you, my friend. Thank you for Susan for confirming that name. Okay, on that baby blanket. See, Katrina says, finally am awake early enough to catch a live again. Good morning to all. Well, good morning to you, Katrina. Glad you could join us. And Michelle says, good morning from Montana. I missed the last few weeks, so it's good to be back. Well, welcome back. It's good to see you in the chat. And let's see. Good. See, Jacqueline says, good morning. Los Angeles is finally cool. I was just distracted a little bit, guys, because I have messages coming in from my text messages. My son-in-law has been trying to get to his destination in Virginia for a few days. Well, actually for a day. He's had some car trouble. Alternator went bad on him last night. So I'm seeing messages coming in. And it's kind of funny because our family on this family chat give you a little insight into some of the craziness. We sometimes talk in Star Trek speak. So I'm getting captain's log reports on this particular situation with the automobile that's broken down somewhere between, somewhere in Virginia. That's all I'll say about that. But I think the destination has been reached. And so now the situation is my son-in-law is trying to see where he can get charges onto this brand new battery that he bought for his car last night because the alternator went bad. So he's just running his car on the battery right now until he can get the alternator replaced. He's about 5.5 hours or so from home. So we'll see what happens. Tune in next week for the continuing saga, and I'll update you on the captain's log on that one. So anyway, just a lot of creativity going on to get this car to nurse it to its next location. You know, as long as he doesn't have to use the headlights, I think he'll be okay for around town for just a day or so. So let's see. Let's see, Jan. Let's see, Creatively Tracy is saying hey to Hannah. And let's see, Gail says, yes, I made it. I'm relocating from Florida to Alaska in a few days, so I may miss next week. Hope everyone has a blessed weekend. Wow. I thought it was, Gail, I thought it was quite a departure when my mom relocated from South Florida to Maryland with our family. But wow, Alaska, are you sure about this move, my friend? You sure you want to do that? But on the other hand, I'm a little envious because my husband and I have never really seen the Northern Lights. We would love to go up there to Alaska to see some of that. That would be so amazing. But take lots of yarn. You're going to need it. Let's see. Oh, and it's also, I know Alaska is going to be, it's dark in the winter time. Is that right? But then the summer times, it's like light almost all the time. So that'll be really interesting. And Tannerson Smith says it's soggy down here in Fort Hood too. Oh, hey Esther. I didn't see Esther in the chat. Oh yeah, she is in the chat. Hey Esther, thank you for joining and helping us today on our channel. And thank you for the prayers for Patsy, Susan. That's really kind of you. And hey, Alana says hey. A lot of things just jumped here. We have Bonnie Potter from Coldwater, Mississippi. That is cool. Yeah, Tanderson Smith says loves the Star Trek speak. I think we have all the episodes from the 60s memorized and most of the older movies, so pretty cool. It's a lot of fun for us. We looked at a lot of those when my kids were growing up. We didn't watch a lot of network television and stuff like that, so we would just use things that we could get on DVDs, for those of you who are old enough to remember DVDs. I grew up in a world without VCR, so yeah, showing my age a little bit. We have Michelle from Indiana. Let's see, I missed a comment here. I missed a lot of comments, sorry about that. Creatively Tracy saying, praying surgery goes well, Cynthia. Cynthia is having surgery. I missed that comment. Let me back up a little bit further. Okay, here we go. Cynthia says, I'm quarantining at home in preparation for my eye surgery on Tuesday. Oh wow, Cynthia, I hope this isn't too serious. I wonder if that's cataracts, but prayers for you too, my friend. That would be a little unnerving for me. So let's see. A lot of congrats to Hannah. Thank you guys for encouraging her. At least words of encouragement, they go a long way. I so appreciate that. And for you guys praying for one another, that's great. Thank you, Mary, for your encouragement for Hannah too. And your well wishes for Cynthia, Swati, that's really kind. Let's see. Susan B says, Bratz Mom, what length needles do you need with cable? I wonder if she's talking about a specific, Susan, I don't know if you're talking about a specific project there or what, but I'm just going to leave that for now. Maybe it'll pop up again. And Tracy says, good morning, love your shirt. I just splurged in New York City on merino wool yarn. I don't see merino on your shirt, wondering why. It's because of my belly. Merino's right here, if you can see that. And just to let you know, this is a test shirt. Full disclosure, Llama should have an extra L. The shirts in my store have the corrected version, just to let you all know. But yeah, I do have merino on here. I also have silk, and way at the bottom, right in the fold where the belly is, I have yak wool yarn. In case you've ever heard of yak wool, it is the thing. So pretty cool. And these are available, and let's see, I have, let me show you just real quick, just because somebody asked. I can't wait to wear this one. Oh, more telemarketers calling. I have this in hoodies too. So I got these are more Christmas presents from me to me. And this has a nice, big pockets on the front, which is why the words are just a little smaller. Sorry guys for the phone. We've been letting the phone ring because, as you know, it's everybody calls everybody season about everybody and everything wanting our vote and money, and so we just let it ring. So just have to overlook that. I should, you know what? I should unplug that. Hold on if it rings again, I'm going to unplug it, but otherwise I'm just going to leave it because I don't want to interrupt. Um, let's see. JoJo is here from Northeast Ohio. That is cool. My I love Ohio, JoJo. My parents both are from Cincinnati, which is, I know, south, but love going to Ohio. Love just driving through the farmland. It's so beautiful up there. And thank you for your prayers, Wanda. Johnny says, only 29 more rows to go to finish the first panel of the poncho. Woohoo! Only 29 more rows. Wow. And that reminds me, let me go ahead. I'm all about full disclosure, guys. This is the poncho I think Johnny's talking about. He's working on the lattice cabled poncho. And if you're looking for this, the complete video tutorial, which is correct to my knowledge, is on my YouTube channel here. The video is available in 2 different places. The pattern is available in the December edition of the Crochet World magazine. Yay. And it's also available in my Lovecraft store, and those links, the links for that would be attached to the video. So if you wanted to, check this out, it is on my channel. And there is a small correction that had to be made in the written pattern. There were, I think, 4 or 5 additional rows that needed to be added, but the video reflects the correct version. So just to let you know that, and the pattern in my Lovecraft store also reflects the correction. So I just wanted to be upfront about that. We are, yes, human, and yes, the pattern was tech edited by humans. And we all do our very best and work very hard, but this happens. But whenever it does, I do my best to try to correct it as soon as possible. So just to let you know, that is there. And Suzanne Walker says, the December Crochet World magazine is absolutely awesome. So many types of crochet patterns, even filet crochet, one of my favorites. Renewed my subscription. Okay, this is what she's talking about. And let me show you the pattern that Suzanne is talking about. It is beautiful. Let's see if I can find out where it is. I'm going to have to flip through and find it, but it's going to be worth my time. I mean, there is like small cotton, doily kind of stuff in here too. Some practical things. And look at this. Look at this beautiful throw. Isn't that amazing? This is designed by Priscilla Hewitt. A gorgeous, gorgeous throw. And some really cute little stocking ideas. And, I gotta show you this. This is by my friend Jennifer Ryan. She did these little Christmas trees. And you can make these things out of like scrap yarn in your stash. They are so cute. And there are many other little things for Christmas. Yes, Christmas is coming. And so is Hanukkah and Thanksgiving. And let me show you. This is, I think, what she's talking about. Look at this beautiful filet crochet. Oh, holy night. Isn't that gorgeous? I thought about making something like this and putting it in a frame, with a nice high contrast, what do you call it, backing behind it so that you can, see that. And I just think that would be gorgeous. I think Suzanne gave me this beautiful filet crochet piece, and that's what I did with it. I put it in a frame and put some very dark blue matte, that's what word I'm looking for, matte, behind it. And it just really pops and looks great on my wall when I'm at home. But yes, thank you, Suzanne, for telling me about that. That really impressed me when I saw that in the magazine as well. I mean, you get like 25 patterns in this magazine, and if you buy it on the newsstand, it is $5.99, which is what, I don't know. It's like maybe 20 cents a pattern when you buy the whole magazine at that price. But if you get the subscription, the yearly subscription, it's delivered to your door or to your to your mailbox, and the price is even lower than that. So I just keep a rolling subscription going personally for me, and I don't get a discount either. Even if I design for them, I just pay the same price you guys get. And let me see, if is there a, now that I've said that, I feel like I'm hawking a bunch of wares here, but that's not my intent. I'm trying to see if there's a little, okay, here we go. I can't find out what the cost is, but it's not that much. I think, okay, like Crochet Magazine is, if you get it for 2 years, it's $15 for per year. So, okay, and 1 year is $19.98. Okay, so 1 year, which would be 4 editions, it's $19.98, rounded up to 20 so that we can do the math. So that's $5 an issue. So you're talking, that brings it down to about 20 cents a pattern. So, I mean, that's a deal. I can't design patterns for that price. So that's pretty amazing. All right, so we have Terry Redmond says, yes, okay, she's encouraging Patsy there. Nothing is impossible for God. His hands are not too short to touch your body for divine healing. Praying this for you. Thank you, Terry. That is so sweet. Thanks for putting that in the group chat to encourage all of us as well. And we have Michelle from Indiana. And I think I already read that, but that's okay. Hi again, Michelle. I'm just finally catching up. And then Jan's telling Hannah maybe she can rest before she goes to get a job. Yeah, she's actually going to come down here, and like I said, Jan gonna be with my mother-in-law for a couple weeks or so that I can get caught up on things at home. I haven't been home in a few months, so it's gonna, well, maybe it's more like 2 months since I've been home. So anyway, and Swati says she has good news too. She passed her systems engineering exam, and then 2 days ago I found out I got a promotion at work with a 10% raise. It was a good week. Woohoo, Swati, that's great. More yarn. I promise I think of other things besides yarn, but that is so cool. That's the first thing I would do, is go out and, I don't know. I'm still waiting to celebrate my anniversary. I'm still waiting to celebrate the 100,000 subscriber thing. I haven't been on a date with my husband in so long. I mean, like alone on a date at a restaurant. But when he comes down this week, even with the distancing protocols, I told him, I said, I really want to go out. I mean, we can do whatever we need to do. We can eat outside in the rain. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to go out with him alone and have a date to celebrate something, and really looking forward to that day when we can celebrate forthrightly. We've got a wedding. My son got married back in September. I mean, things that nobody's been able to celebrate. So once we do get together, look out. It's going to be crazy when this family gets together. But Swati, go out and do something. Have something fun. I know you've been working towards that for a long time, and you deserve every penny, if not more. That's great. Yes, everybody's congratulating Swati. Absolutely. That's great. Let's see. And Irma is in our chat. Hey, Irma. She says hi to everyone and God bless you all. Oh, isn't that sweet? And yes, he does. He does. And lots of congrats going to Swati. That is really good. We have Deb Wade from Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Well, welcome, Deb. So glad you could join us today. And let's see. And Swati's thankful for you guys. She says, of course, I live in California, so most of the raise is eaten up by taxes. LOL. Ugh. But I am so fortunate to be working right now. That is good. Yeah, taxes can be really hard out there, I know. They can be hard where I live, too. I'm not real thrilled about that. But that's for another discussion, another day. This is a happy day. Let's see. We had a lot of comments jump. And I can't find it. Hold on a second. I either need to be faster or I don't know. And Jan says, y'all know it's only 60 days to Christmas. Guess what, Jan? I went shopping this week. I went out and got a bunch of boxes. I actually had to clear them out of my space here. I got a bunch of boxes. And I don't know if you could see this, but got lots of wrapping paper sitting over to the side. I went shopping at my local Belk store. They had a fantastic sale, and so I went there with my mother-in-law. Yeah, mask and everything, wearing, doing all the safety protocols, and they had a great sale, and was able to get a lot of really nice things for the women in my family. I've got like one, two, three, four, five girls to buy for now. Wow, I've got two daughter-in-laws now, yay, and two daughters, and yeah, lots of people to go shopping for. I'm enjoying that. Not sure they want anything else crocheted in their life. They've had so much given to them. Okay. Da, da, da. Hold on a second. I'm backing up. I still haven't found out where I left off here. Mm. So yeah, lots of school talk going back and forth. Congrats to Hannah. Yeah, Tanika. Yeah, Merino is there on the shirt for sure. Let's see. We have Pat Dancer in the chat. Hey Pat, sorry I'm so late picking up your comment there. And Michelle says it's bright and sunny but cold in Helena, Montana. The snow you are getting is due here in a few hours. Eee. People are getting snow. Oh my goodness. I just can't imagine that right now. It's been in the 70s and occasionally to 80 this week. So in South Carolina, so it's been a little nuts. Let's see. Yeah, Jan, we've got hoodies. We've got hoodies, t-shirts. And I must sound really scatterbrained to you guys if you're just tuning into this. I'm just trying to respond to you guys. I don't really have a huge agenda, but let me go ahead and pause for just a minute and just say thank you guys who took the time. I know a lot of you did this to vote for, let me show you, to vote for the Wheatfield caplet, whatever. This is the design. I didn't show you all last week, but currently this is in the lead for pattern of the month on the lovecrafts.com channel. And if you're looking for this, if you go to Lovecrafts and you go under crochet and then scroll over to inspiration, and well, I tell you what, I'll put a link in there later if you wanted to vote. But if you haven't voted for this and you want to, that would be really great. But you guys have just really put me in the lead on this, and we've only got 7 days to go. Things could still turn around, but there's a chance that this might actually win this time. And I have you guys to thank, because I can only vote one time. So it's because folks like you went and voted for this on the Lovecrafts site. So thank you so much. And if you do try to vote for it, you do have to have an account with them, and you can only vote one time, which is fair, which is the way it should be. And if you're looking for this design, this is up on my Bonnie Bay Crochet YouTube channel. So for those of you who haven't subscribed already, I know I'm late in asking this, but definitely hit that subscribe button. I do put videos out on Mondays, and then I do the Friday thing, and that's pretty much it. So you're not going to get spammed all week long by my channel, I promise you. Or if you do, it's not me doing it. So that's up. Right-handed and left-handed videos are always available. I do get comments from people who contact me and say, do you have this in a right-handed version? If you ever get a right-handed and you're looking for a left-handed version, or you get the left-handed version in your feed and you're looking for the right-handed, if you just click on my little picture, the little icon for my channel, and it'll take you to my homepage, and you should see both of them there. So I release both about 15 minutes apart, like at 7 o'clock in the morning on Mondays when I release those. And I release the left-handed one first, so that is kind of secondary, because I know the right-handed gets the majority of the hits. But left-handers are real people too, and they need support. And that's why I don't want to ever leave you guys out. Even though you're the minority, you're important. I've been a minority in some things my whole life. And just because we don't agree with the crowd doesn't mean that we're insignificant. So I know you guys are in the minority, but you're important. So that's why I put those left-handed videos out there. It only takes me a couple extra minutes to give you the reverse image, and I'm really happy to do that. Let's see what we got here. Um, Susan, if I'm supposed to, Susan says something about hat pattern, 18-inch with 8 needles. I'm not sure if you're talking about the one on my page or not, but I do have a hat pattern in my knit patterns, which are on my home page. It's an easy beginner knit hat. Um, I don't think I used 18-inch with 8 needles. Okay, that's not my pattern actually. So sorry, I'm just trying to understand what's going on here. I'm just going to skip over that. And Donna is in our chat. Donna, I'm not going to try to say the last name because I won't do it justice, but welcome, Donna. And let's see. I'm going to scroll down. I am behind. And Deborah Jean says, "Ha, my family does Galaxy Quest speak. I have one job on the Lucy ship. It's stupid, but I am going to do it." I'm not familiar with that, but it sounds like something my kids would enjoy. We've just been long-term Trekkies in our family, and occasionally old school Star Trek, not Star Trek, Star Wars speak. I'm talking 1970s, not the newer stuff, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. The geekier, the older, the better for us. We have Marcia. She says, "Hello, Bonnie. Massachusetts foliage is rocking." That is so wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. Last week, my son that I said got married to his beautiful bride, Sarah, in September. They just got back from their honeymoon. They had a delayed honeymoon because my son has always wanted to go up to Maine. So he and his wife spent about a week in a beautiful cottage in Maine, like in the wilderness of Maine. And the pictures that I saw, the very few that I saw were fabulous and looked pretty. Okay, looks like we're back. Had a little bit of trouble buffering here. I think we have a connection in this area problem again. But Suzanne Walker says the long sleeve shirts are the best, wearable in all seasons. You know, they really are, and I really like these. This is 100% cotton. And just be careful if you get it. Like this one's a little bit snug on me, but I do like the fit. But since it's 100% cotton, I am not putting it through the dryer. I am going to hang it to dry so that it'll fit me again and not a Barbie doll. But if you want one that's a little roomier, as far as these go, the t-shirts, I would go one size up from your normal shirt size so that it allows for shrinkage. These, the whoops, wrong shirt. Hold on a second. The hoodies are really nice. These have a lot more room in them. This is I think it's a unisex hoodie. And I tried this on, and it's very nice. It's nice and roomy on me, and this is also a medium. So, yeah, you need to just use wisdom with the sizing on these things, and consider the fabric is cotton. They're not acrylic. If it's acrylic, then you wouldn't have to worry about it so much, because it wouldn't shrink much, or if at all. Let's see. Okay, we got a conversation about interchangeable cable needles in the chat. I really do enjoy my set. I mean, I'll just put my 2 cents in there, Brat's mom. I do have 2 sets of these, and I really, really do enjoy them. You just got to be real careful that the cables are connected. And that reminds me, I have I bought a pair of cheap cables that are already connected in, that were not interchangeable. I got them at Michael's. And I actually am saying this on a video that's coming out. I wish I didn't get them, to be honest with you. They were junk. So, that's the first time in a while that I've gotten something like that was just so junky. Where the cable connected to the needle, there was like a catch on it, a metal catch. And every single time my yarn slipped over, it tore at the yarn a little bit. So my advice to you on knitting needles, same with crochet hooks. If you're, stick with something you like and enjoy, but with the knitting needles in particular, I mean, it's worth an investment to get a really good set that you like and you're going to enjoy. There's no reason, especially if you're learning, and it's going to be tough enough learning a new craft. There's no reason why you need to have something that works against you, like a set of garbage knitting needles. So, and I will tell you, it was the store brand. It was the Loops and Threads brand knitting needles from Michaels. It was just one pair that I got, and I will never buy them again. So that's one reason why I enjoy not working for any of these companies directly, because I can let you know how it is. And if I love something, you know I'm going to be sincere about that. And if I don't like something, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know nicely, but stay away from the Loops and Threads needles, the knitting needles with the cables. Or if you do get them, you know, you're going to save a few bucks, but is it really going to be worth it if it tears up your expensive yarn? Absolutely not. So go with good hooks. If you're investing in quality yarn, spend a few more dollars and just get these needles. You're going to use them for years if you know if you enjoy it. So anyway, my 2 cents worth in on that conversation, Brett's mom and Susan. Let's see. Looks like Hannah's familiar with the movie that was mentioned earlier. Let's see. And see, Genevieve says hi to everyone and to my lovely Bonnie. Oh, how sweet, Genevieve. I'm so glad that you're in the chat today. Love that name, as you know. Okay, I'm going to scroll past some of the conversation you guys are wearing. Yeah, Jan's asking about the shirt I'm wearing. I hope I talked about that enough. I feel like I'm catching up all the time. Okay, good morning. Charlene says, good morning, Bonnie. Hello to everybody in the group. Do you know when December Crochet World comes out? My kids are getting me a subscription for, I guess, for Christmas. It should be available now. It is up on Annie's site as the current edition. So if you have a subscription, it should be coming soon. I don't know. I don't know if you've just recently, okay, if you don't have the subscription yet, you should be able to get it from Annie's. So if you want to check them out, annies.com, or if you just go crochetworld.com, it should show up right there on that first page. See, Brett's mom says, I ordered the cables. Okay, Susan said, okay, this is discussion. I ordered the cables, but when connected to my needles, they don't want to bend. So I'm thinking I need shorter needles, but want to order correct size length, but don't know which. Good luck with that, guys. I think the key to there is just have a lot of different sizes available. We have Yasmin in the chat. She says, good morning from, is it Pesaro, Italy? Wow, well, welcome. Buongiorno, if I'm saying that right. I can't wait to go back to Italy, which I'm scheduled to go back in 2022, but you know how things are, we'll see. And Terry Redmond says, Bonnie, I ordered Crochet World online, but they sent a digital copy, wanted a hard copy, plus didn't receive the one with your poncho. Have any suggestions? Terry, I would talk to, get back in touch with them and talk to them in customer service. That's what I would do. Because when you buy, if you buy the hard copy, you have access to the digital copy anyway. So I would just contact them and say, hey, listen, guys, there's been a mistake. I really wanted this and not that. You might have to pay a little bit extra for shipping. And I think the hard copy costs like $2 more. But they should be able to work with you on that. If they don't, you contact me and I will help you with that, okay? But try customer service first, and they should take care of that. And if not, I will go to the top and get it worked out for you, I promise. Yeah, okay, you guys, I'm just gonna leave your conversation alone there, Brat's mom. Let's see. Jan says, I've looked for this issue, but Walmart didn't have it. Yeah. You may want to try a Barnes & Noble, Jan. I didn't see it at my Walmart either. I didn't see any crochet books at Walmart for some reason. They used to carry it. They used to carry some of my leaflets, but they don't anymore. They've scaled way back on what they have. So, yeah, if you can try a Barnes & Noble or maybe a newsstand that, you know, carries a lot of crafting magazines. Joann's may carry it. I don't know if you have a Joann Fabrics in your area. Wow, Amy Jo says that she found the copy at Dollar General. Seriously. Wow, I'm going to have to go up to my Dollar General. I never go in that store, but I may have to go see if they have that. Let's see. Ugh. Looks like we're back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on here with the internet. It's just not serving me well today. Okay, let's see. Yasmin says, I just washed my first fleece with from the neighbor's sheep and ready to card and spin on my new Ashford Traveler. Wow. Yasmin, you must be a spinner. How cool is that? I would love to see you. If you ever want to just send me a video or a picture of you doing that, I would love to post some of those pictures on my Facebook page for others to see. That's not something I've gotten into personally, because honestly, I just don't have the time to learn anything else besides knit and crochet right now with the designing. But I am very interested in watching what people do. I think it's wonderful. So I would love to see some pictures of your work there. And I know some of the ladies here would too. Let's see. Yeah, Judy tells Jan, order the t-shirts 2 sizes bigger. You know, it really, that's a good idea, Judy. It really depends on the style of the t-shirt too, because there are a few different styles in my store. The women's fitted style, they call it, the ladies comfort tee, I think is the one that tends to be a little more form fit. So you might want to do that up a couple sizes. I found that the unisex style, not so much. So it really depends on the cut that you're ordering. And there are some slouchy versions out there too. So it's really hard to say. They really vary a lot depending on the style that you would choose. But yeah, 2 sizes up is definitely a for sure way to go if you can. Joanne says, hi Bonnie, just joining in. Beautiful day here in North Toronto, Ontario. Hope everyone is doing good. Yes, Joanne, I think doing well. I hope you're staying warm up there. It looks like you're going to be getting some cold weather sometime soon. And Swati says, I maybe did buy more yarn as a promotion present to myself. You should have. You should. Okay, we have David is in our chat. Hey, David, I emailed you this morning. I hope you got that info. If any questions on that, just email me back. And Jan says, Bonnie, 2 months is a long time when you have stuff to do. Swati can go buy some yarn. Yes, she can. Okay, Tineke says, I hope it can happen. Okay, I'm losing. Okay, not sure what that was for, but thank you, Tineke. And Lily Chong says, been a while since I caught the live chat. Have a good day, everyone, and great weekend ahead. Greetings from Malaysia. Oh, how wonderful, Lily. Thank you for joining us all the way around the world there on the other side. And Tineke tells Swati, says, yes, yarn is always worth it. Yes, it's such a nice treat. Yeah, I actually like going yarn shopping better than rewarding myself with food, because I know if I reward myself with food, I know where it's going, and it's going to be staying for a while. So it's nice to have an alternative reward system. And I think clothes shopping and yarn shopping are my 2 rewards that I'm really enjoying lately, especially since I had to get just about a whole new wardrobe. Thanks for helping, Hannah. Thanks for helping out on the sizing there on those hoodies. No problem, Dave. So appreciate your questions. I hope that helped. If you need more info, I can get you more. Thank you, Marcia. She's congratulating Swati. That's really sweet. And did I just miss something? Okay, I just got like a billion. Yeah, I just got like a million new. Yep, I just missed probably an hour's worth of comments here, so I may not be able to get to all of them. Let me see if there's anything. Let me see. The next thing I wanted to show you and tell you about the baby blanket. It's doing really well, guys. Thank you so much for for taking a look at this in on my channel. The rainbow baby blanket. Of course, in the book, it's more it's a different colors. It's more the traditional rainbow colors. But this is doing really well on the channel. If I can put it back there, well, that's close enough. But this, in case those of you missed the chat last week, this is available only in this leaflet. It's called Self-Striping Projects, and the sub-headline is accessories for you and your baby. You don't have to have a baby to enjoy this, but there are a lot of other really fun projects, and this is the picture of the written pattern in the book. I'm using Lion Brand mandala yarn for this particular one. This particular color is called Acre Woods, and that is in the Lion Brand Mandala Baby yarn. Both are a number 3 DK weight yarn. And you can go up to a number 4 yarn if you want, but it's going to be a pretty chunky baby blanket if you do. But you know, that DK weight is really nice. Thank you for those of you who ordered books this week from me. I've only got 3 of these left in my store right now. I've got more on the way. I ordered them this week, so I'll have 20 more in my store very soon. So if anybody is looking for an autographed copy, I do have them. Sorry guys, again, problems with the internet here. I have no control over that. But anyway, I've got 3 left in the store that I can ship out right away, and I've got more on order due this week as soon as Leisure Arts gets them to me. So that's available. I do have a kind of a holiday special going right now in my store for these 2 books. That's the Celtic Cable Crochet and the Contemporary Celtic Crochet. The other books I can't give free shipping on right now, but these 2 books, they are $24.95 each, but with free shipping. And so you just have to pay taxes, whatever your local taxes are on top of that. And that's pretty much competitive with Amazon. So if you're looking for, you know, an autographed copy for you or a friend, just check it out in my Etsy store, and I will get them out to you as soon as I can. This Monday, okay, here we go again, buffering, but this coming Monday, we have the Uptown hat. It's part of a set of the Uptown hat and tote. The tote will be coming out the following week. I just don't want to overwhelm you with videos, because I know you can't do all that in a week. But so this will be coming out a week from Monday, and the hat, which I think is probably more functional anyway, is coming out this coming Monday. And I did use the fun fur, the gopher fur yarn for the pom-pom, but you can do it without the pom-pom if you want, or just use other yarn. It's whatever you want to do on that. So anyway, you can check that out when it comes. The pattern for both are already in my Lovecraft store, and the video description, or the video link is in the video description. Wait a minute, let me try that again. The pattern link is in the video description below. So anyhow, I just will let you know. So let me just try to check in with some of you guys here. Danya says, I'm hoping to get this Tree of Life Afghan done for Christmas. I wanted to put a squirrel in it, but they all look cartoonish. Well, good luck with that, Danya. That kind of stuff is tricky when it comes to crochet. Yeah, Hannah's saying she prefers her clothing on the baggier side. Yes, she does. I'm trying to get her out of that, guys, but yeah. Thank you guys for prayers for Patsy again. She says, I'm praying for you. Breast Mom says, I'm praying for you to Patsy. I was in your place in 1997, so I am praying for a miracle for you too. How encouraging is that, Breast Mom? Thank you for saying that. We all need hope, don't we? We need to focus on what's positive and not the negative, for sure. And you guys are so good at that. And Marcia says, penguin paper. Yes, my penguin wrapping paper. I have to tell you, my daughter-in-law is a big Pittsburgh Penguins fan. So she gets penguins all the time. She just collects penguins of all kinds. So I had to have penguin paper to wrap my daughter-in-law's presents in. And I got, this is the best I could get on bird paper. I got owls. I'm not sure what significant that is, an owl with a Christmas hat, but my son Hudson, my big tall handsome son Hudson, just loves birds. He's just a bird fanatic. He just is so touched when he sees a little birdie, and he's the one who's had parakeets for many years, so he loves birds. And see, and then Terry says, California tax everything. Oh, I know, Terry. I've been there. Yes. Maryland does the same thing too. If they could tax the air we breathe, they will. And I think they're working on that actually. They do tax the rain. I'm not joking. They have a rain tax in Maryland where I live in my county. So I'm not sure I understand how it all works, but they figured out a way to tax the rain. It's unbelievable. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. And David Browning says, singing, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." Absolutely, David. Yes, that's a great song. I sang that so many times with my kids at church, with my little preschoolers and school kids. And Gretchen says, "Hi everyone, and congratulations, Swati. Haven't been able to join for a while, watching from North Carolina." Well, thank you for joining us, Gretchen. Danya says, "No one seems to like the bobble stitch." I wonder what that's about. Well, I will say, Danya, that little children love the bobble stitch. It's a great texture for babies' hands. So, I think that's a great place for the bobble. Jan says, "Yes, we can rejoice." Absolutely. And Hannah's explaining to Marcia that the penguin paper must be from my youngest brother's wife. She loves anything and everything penguin. Yep. So Judy's working out the sizing there. And okay, so David is also watching from North Carolina too, in Wilmington. Ah, cool. David, my son, actually was considering job opportunities in Wilmington at the GE plant there. So I don't know if they have openings now with everything been kind of crazy and the airline industry shut down. I think they do make a lot of airline engines there, jet engines, but yeah, that was something that he's actually got the back of his mind, is looking at Wilmington. And if he does, I'll be there at some time because I want to visit my kids as much as I can. And Marcia says, "Singing with you, David Browning." Absolutely. Um, yeah, Terry likes the song that they. Okay, are we on? Okay, I think we're back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with HTC these days, but I'm not real happy with the service today. Um, let's see. We have Margaret. She says, "Is there a Crescent shawl suggestion to crochet as a bed jacket?" I don't have one of those on my channel, Margaret, but I do have something similar in the Celtic Cable Crochet book. I don't know that I would call this a Crescent shawl, but I do have this, and I know that's going to be really hard to see the texture with that picture because it's in darker yarn. Here's another view of the side, but it really doesn't give a good view of the texture there. And that's the only pictures I have. But you may want to just check on Lovecraft's site and see what other designers would have something like that. I know there's a beautiful yellow crescent shawl that's been on the trending on the Lovecraft's crochet site. If you wanted to check that out, it's been one of their most popular patterns for a while. Wanda Gordon says, "David, our choir sings that song. I am so missing singing in the choir." Oh, tell me about it, guys. It's been going on? It's going to be going on not quite a year, but just too long since we've been able to sing together with people. And Marcia says, "I bought that caplet pattern." Well, thank you, Marcia. The pattern is also available in my Lovecraft store. I don't have a video tutorial for that though, so haven't been able to do that one. it's one of the patterns that I don't exactly own the rights to, so I need to get permission for those kinds of things. Um, and Jasmeet is in our chat. She said, "This is amazing. How sweet." um, what says Jan says, "We have a winner chicken dinner." I'm not sure what that means, but that is cute. Oh, I love the penguins, Marcia. Um, David says, "It's funny when you say Capulet, I think Capulet as in the family from Romeo and Juliet." Okay, it looks like we're back. Um, it's so hard to tell. I can't. Okay, I see it back. There's just a delay on my phone for some reason. I love the penguins, Hannah. um, says Bonnie, "What prize do you get if you win?" Wait a minute. Wait. What are you guys talking about? Um, let's see. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. But anyway, uh, Amy Jo says, "Thanks from a left-hander," and Donna says, "You lefties are in their right frame of mind." Yeah, it's kind of funny, Donna. I used to always tell people, especially lefties, is like, you're the only people in your right mind, right? Which is literally true. Maybe not figuratively, but anyway, yeah, that's kind of funny because they're the ones using the right hemisphere. You know what I mean? Right hemisphere, scientifically. Um, and Jan says, "Amy Jo, you know what something about left-handers, what they say about left-handers." Yeah. And Patsy says she appreciates the lefty version. Good, Patsy. Um, and Jan says, "Yeah, the right side of the brain controls the left side of the body. So you're the only ones in the right mind." Yep. And Brat's mom says, "Bonnie, I think Susan B was talking to me about the size of cables for her knitting. I told her to try double points." Nope, that's fine, Brat's mom. I'm just listening in. And Joanne says, "Star Trek, the original, is the best, according to me." Oh, I just love it. You know, we're so quirky in our family, too. We're kind of bummed that they kind of digitized some aspects of it, and they took out the cornier pictures. We kind of like the cornier old school stuff where they're photographing the model and everything, even though it doesn't look real, but it looks 60s, and we like that. And that reminds me of a field trip I took my kids on. Gosh, it's been about 4 or 5 years ago, but they had the original USS Enterprise on display at the Smithsonian. It was the Air and Space Museum that's out in Virginia, and we got to go see it. It was back in the back where they don't usually open up to the public, and it was still in. You could see the crate around it, but we got to see the original USS Enterprise from the 1960s. It was holy ground, right? Well, not really, but that was just really cool to see that. And if you ever get a chance to go to, it's called the Udvar Hazy Air and Space Museum. It's near Dulles Airport. If you ever get into the DC, Virginia area, they also have the original spaceship from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and it fits in a case about, I don't know, 4 feet by 4 feet. It's not that big. But it's beautiful. So lots of cool things, and it's right there where you see the space shuttle. So if you ever go to that museum, walk towards where they have a space shuttle on display, and I forget which one they have there now, but they have the Close Encounters of the Third Kind on display. The Star Trek Enterprise is not on display. That was just a one-time special thing that they had going on. They don't have that on display for the public, or at least they didn't last time I was there. But just a special thing. But that was just a real fun family memory for us. So Margaret wants to know, how much yarn does it take? Margaret, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but if you're talking about the hat, one scan and the information will be coming forth. It's a bulky weight yarn by Lion Brand. Of course, you could probably do this in a worsted weight too, with just a little bit looser stitching. It's Lion Brand Color Made Easy, and I forget the color that I used, but that's the yarn that I used for this particular design. And all the details of that will be in the video that'll be forthcoming on Monday. Yeah, lots of buffering, Jan. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with the local service here. It's not been very good today. Um, Thank you, Joanne. She says congratulations to my son. Um, and Jean says, as a newbie at crochet, I very much appreciate the lefties version. It's hard to learn everything backwards. Leanne, you guys are the smartest people in our society. I honestly don't know how you get along in a right-handed world, honestly. Everything from the way children's desks are made to videos, to crafting videos. I don't know how you do it, but you guys must be smarter than the rest of us. Um, and Patsy wants to know, do you ever use a comfort grip on your Susan Bates hooks? Wondering if they work. I generally use the hooks that are called soft hooks, even though they're not cushy soft, but they have a larger, slightly larger um, handle on them. But I don't use the comfort things, not yet. So yeah, anything other than what I am used to is just such an adjustment. So I just use what I love, which are the Susan Bates soft hooks. And I do have a link for those in the video description if anyone's interested. Very economically priced hooks compared to those that are on the market now, and worth every penny. Um, and I see Charlene says, found and purchased baby ombre this week. Excited about starting baby blanket. When I give baby blanket as a gift, I put a tag on. It says pattern by Bonnie Barker. Is that okay? Oh, yeah, that's fine, Charlene. You don't have to do that, but that's very kind of you. I mean, it's your work, your gift. I mean, yeah, that's definitely not required by me, but that's a very kind gesture. Um, yeah. Thanks for helping everybody out, Hannah and Esther. And we have Dawnine from Saskatchewan, Canada. Whoa, that is cool. Um, Thanks for the comment on the shirt, Terry. Um, so we got a. And Marcia says, I love my set from Knit Picks. I'm guessing you're talking about the knitting needles. Yeah, I really like my sets. I have 2 sets from Knit Picks. I'm set for life, except for the really thick ones, and then I just buy those, separately when I want to work with really fast moving projects. Like the one that I have coming uses a size 15. Let me go ahead and show you. I have them right here in front of me. I have a video coming out probably in December. That's one of those projects that are like quick and easy. You can probably sit down and do it in an hour or two. And I'm using these really thick knitting needles, and they have very smooth, nice connections. Of course, these were not cheap, but they are very smooth and nice. And I do like the circular needles. They bless me. So that's what's made knitting possible for me. And Etienne knows what I'm talking about here, about those ones I was talking about. She's like, okay, so wait a minute. Amy says, I'm on Love Crafts. How do I vote? Okay, well, let me go ahead and do a quick show you how. I did this last week, and I think it helps folks because their site is a little bit confusing. Okay, if you go to Love Crafts, you'll see a page like this. And let's see if I can show you. If you go under crochet, it's hard to see. Crochet, there's a little thing, crochet, and then you're going to scroll over here to inspiration. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the inspiration. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, once you come up to this page, you're going to scroll down. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, so we scroll down till you see this, and then you have to scroll all the way down here. It says vote now, but you have to go down here to this little thing here. And then you hit that. I don't even know if you can see this. And then you can see, by hovering your cursor, you can see the little heart. And if you want to vote for the design, you just click the heart. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not easy. I don't know why sites can be like that sometimes. But you know, if you get a chance to, fine. If not, that's okay too. So hope I didn't bore you all too much with that. Um, but let's see. Uh, do, um, yeah, Brad's mom says about these needles, about, yeah, just she got rid of any cheap ones that snagged the yarn. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Um, there's a lot of comments here. I'm not going to be able to get to because I really don't want to keep you guys too much longer. Um, but that's pretty much the news. I do want to read something to you that really blessed me this week. Um, well, see, Michelle from Texas says she's working on the cable poncho and enjoying it. Thank you. Oh, that blesses me. I'm glad that's working out for you, Michelle. Um, so I don't know if that helped you much, Amy. Let me go ahead. I think there might be. Let me go ahead and put the link in here for you, because that's probably the easiest way to do this. Okay, I'm gonna just I'll put the, nope, that's the wrong thing. Oh, come on, computer. Okay, it keeps jumping. I think my computer's tired. Okay, there. Okay, I'm gonna put a link in the, I just put the link down there. If you wanted to vote, that's the link for that. And I'll try to put that in the video description if it's not already there. So, and Terry Redmond says, yeah, Marcia says loops and threads are not her favorite at all. You know, some of the others may be fine, but they're just, the quality of that one pair was just enough to ruin me for life. Yeah, and I'm not picky about some things, but when it comes to tearing up my yarn, you're stepping on my toes big time. So yeah, quality control was a big fail there. Terry Redmond said, yes, yeah, I'm a knitter and good ones make a difference. Bamboo by Clover are the only ones I would buy in regular craft store. Others are junk. They might cost more, but you may have to, but you'll save yourself. I think that's what these are actually. These, they're some kind of wood. Actually, I bought these from my friend's local yarn store. So these were not the cheapies. These were the goodies for sure. Yeah. Hey Marie Proudfoot's in the group chat. Hey neighbor, how you doing? It's good, always good to see you, Marie, and hear from you. Let's see, Shirley says, good afternoon, Miss Bonnie. Hey, I was wondering what stitch you would put on a border for the crocodile stitch. You know, Shirley, I have to think about that some. If you don't mind me, if you want to email me, I can think about that. I really haven't used the crocodile stitch before, so it really depends on what you're doing there. That's a good question. I'm afraid I really don't have an answer right now. We have Corinna from Arizona. Hey Corinna, hope things are going well for you out there in Arizona. I love Arizona. Yeah, let's see. Okay, Terry Redmond says, I'm sorry I didn't hear what you said about the hard copy of the magazine. Terry, I would contact their customer service and tell them what your intentions were and that you wanted the hard copy and see what they can do. And hopefully they can make up the difference. It's real easy to hit, you know, hit the wrong button online, and if you just tell them that, I'm sure they will work with you. And if not, you let me know. If you don't get satisfaction, I want you to email me, okay? And I will go to the top for you and we'll work this one out. So let's, you know, just talk to them in customer service. They should be pretty you know, pretty cordial about working this out with you. I think it may cost a couple extra, maybe, I think the hard copy is a couple extra dollars than the digital, but you know, it's worth it. And if you bought the hard copy, you would still get the digital copy anyway. So that, definitely contact them and get that in the mail to you. We have Pamela from Arkansas in our chat. And let's see. I'm just trying to go by. Yeah, Pat Dancer's talking about her Hiya Hiya #5 hook. I have to look into those. I haven't seen those before. Don't know if they're inline hooks or if they're tapered. That makes a difference to me personally. Is this Lovana? Says, I can't believe I finally caught you live. Yay, I just love your work. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry for all the glitchiness with the connection today. It's been a little bit of a trial here. I think our internet is just not what it needs to be. I don't know why. We actually upped the ante on the speed and everything with our provider recently, so it should have been better, but it's only been worse. I'm actually going to call and talk to them today because this is just unacceptable. Jan says, Bonnie just bought a new book and your Hills of Ireland throw is in it. Really? I wonder which one that is, Jan. Let me know what the title is. Maybe they're republishing that again. I should probably put a video out for that at some point, but I don't have one right now. Anyway, I don't have the rights to that design. That's the other thing too. I'd have to get special permission, and I don't really have time for that right now. But you know all the stitches. If you know the stitches, you're good to go on that one. And Marcia says, hats off to spinning. I wish I had the time and space for that. You know, Marcia, maybe in another life we can do that. Maybe I'll learn that in heaven. That's what I'll do. Yeah. Johnny says, and gentlemen. Sorry, Johnny. I don't mean to leave you guys out. Sorry. And Joanne wants to know, can you suggest an affordable non-pilling yarn? Joanne, I've used Lovecrafts has a yarn called Paint Box yarn if you're looking for 100% acrylic. I've enjoyed that almost. I think I had found one knot after I went through more than 60 balls of yarn, so which is pretty good. So far, the projects that I've done with that have not pilled. They haven't gotten extensive use, but you know, it hasn't pilled while I was working on it. And some yarns are so bad they will pill right when you're in the midst of crocheting them, which is really discouraging. That's pretty good. Knit Picks has yarn called Brava, Brava. These are all available online. Let's see. Premier Yarns has anti-pilling yarn out there. That's pretty good. I would stay away from Caron Simply Soft. That tends to pill a bit. Some of the Red Heart Super Saver. I do like Red Heart Super Saver. I use that a lot. It depends on the color, oddly enough. Depends on how it's been processed, whether it pills. I really haven't had a lot of pilling with the Red Heart Super Saver. The one yarn that I would say avoid is the Bernat or Bernay, however you want to pronounce it. Their Super Saver kind of yarn. I made a sweater with that, and that was the worst decision I ever made. It pilled the first time I wore the sweater. I was not happy. So I tend to stay away from the Bernat yarn because of that. Maybe they've improved it since then. I don't know. Maybe you guys can weigh in on that. But that's just my personal experience. Nobody's paying me to say any of what I just said, just for clarity. I don't work for any of these companies. I do have some affiliate accounts with some of these, but that's just because I like their yarn and I recommend it because I like it, not because they're paying me for endorsements in any way, shape, or form. So anyway, looks like Esther had to go. I'm glad she could join us. Take care, Esther. And Pamela's Adorning Crochet says, I'm designing today so I can a few lives. Okay, you can see a few lives. Okay, get it. I'm gonna just go ahead and finish up here, guys. Annie's sure to please Afghans crochet is okay. Annie's sure to please Afghans is the leaflet. I was so excited. Thank you, Jan. I need to go to the store and get a copy of that, or call the editor and say, hey, can you send me a copy of this? Because I like to collect things whenever I have items in there. Thank you for telling me, Jan. I wouldn't have known otherwise. And Yasmin says, Bonnie, let me know when you are in Italy. We also have an apartment in Rome and would love to treat you to lunch. Yasmin, let's stay in touch because I'm actually going to Rome. The plan is Rome. I believe it's October. It's either September or October 2022, and it's kind of the launching point for a tour of the Bible lands. I'm so excited about it. We had a trip planned for this October, but that got changed because of the pandemic. But yes, let's stay in touch, please. And 2022 in September or October. So if I don't hear about it for a year or two, that's why, because it's just still 2 years out from today. Um, she says, from New York, living in Italy 1 year, renovating our stone farmhouse for 5 years. Oh, that would be so cool. Yasmin, let's definitely stay in touch. My email is bonniebay@me.com if you wanted to write that down. And whenever we travel, whenever my husband and I get a chance to travel, we always have a couple extra days where we do whatever we want. We don't do all the super tour guide stuff. We like to just explore on our own, and we would definitely make time for that. That would be so amazing. And thank you, David, for your comments there. I so appreciate that. Let's see. Jasmine says, I first saw your work 10 years ago. I made daughter's roommates at college winter throw, and they both cried when they saw it. Wow. Replace the center panel with their names, popcorn stitches on either side. Wow, that sounds really cool. Thank you, Yasmin. That really blesses me so much. And Judy says, I clicked to vote, but it didn't work. Judy, you may have to have an account. You do have to have an account with Lovecrafts. The accounts are free. That could be why it didn't work. And you can only vote once, so I don't know what the deal is there, but it might be you have to set up an account. And yeah, guys, if you get a chance to hit the like button on today's broadcast, I'd really appreciate it. Well, I've gone way over past the time that I intended. Oh my goodness, an hour and 20 minutes. But I do want to leave you with some encouraging words. I'm going to try to read this and not cry because it really blessed me. I read this week and I just sat and cried. It just really affected me. But this is a book that I pick up every now and then. It's just a little devotional. It's by Dane Ortlund. It's called Gentle and Lowly, The Heart for Christ for Sinners and Sufferers. This is the book I'm reading from. Okay, this was recommended by one of my pastors in Maryland, and I'm so glad he recommended this to us because it's been really nice to pick up and have a additional meditation on some of these really great verses. But this is in chapter 12, and it's entitled A Tender Friend, and it's based on the verse in Matthew 11:19 that says, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. And I'm just going to try to read straight, and I'm hoping that it doesn't buffer as I do this. One of the most arresting references to Christ friendship comes just before the lodestar text of our study in Matthew 11. Jesus quotes in these chapters. Jesus quotes his accusers as contemptibly calling him a friend of tax collectors and sinners. That is, a friend of the most despicable kinds of sinners known in that culture. And as is often the case in the Gospels, such as when the demons say, I know who you are, the Holy One of God. Or when, and that was in Mark 1:24, or when Satan himself acknowledges Christ to be the Son of God in Luke 4:9. It is not his disciples, but his antagonists who most clearly perceive who he is. Though the crowds call him the friend of sinners as an indictment, the label is one of unspeakable comfort for those who know themselves to be sinners, like me. That Jesus is friend to sinners is only contemptible to those who feel themselves not to be in that category. What does it mean that Christ is a friend to sinners? At the very least, it means that he enjoys spending time with them. It also means that they feel welcome and comfortable around him. Notice the passing line that starts off a series of parables in Luke. Now the tax collectors and sinners were all drawing near to him. That's in Luke 15:1. The very two groups of people whom Jesus is accused of befriending in Matthew 11 are those who can't stay away from him in Luke 15. They are at ease around him. They sense something different about him. Others hold him at arm's length, but Jesus offers the enticing intrigue of fresh hope. What he is really doing at bottom line is pulling them into his heart. Whew, got through it. Anyway, that just really blessed me this week, and just reminded me of a song. It's called His Forever. I'll put the link to this song. It's one I got a chance to play on when I was at my old church many years ago. And it's just, the first line is, Jesus, friend of sinners. It's just a great song, but that just reminded me of that, and just was a great reminder just that we do have a friend, an amazing friend, especially if you're feeling a bit low and feeling like you're fitting the sinner category pretty well, which kind of the story of my life, but how wonderful to have that kind of encouragement, huh? Well, I hope that blesses you guys. As always, loved hanging with you, and really looking forward to next week. And don't forget, Monday the new video comes out. And you guys stay safe, be careful out there, and look forward to seeing you next week. God bless. Bye-bye.